Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading for the period covering May 14th through 27th, 2024. Wrong M month, right? This is a reading for you if you are a Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, or have another significant Pisces placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's very good to have you here, and if you're returning, welcome back. This is going to be a full horoscope spread using the 12 houses of astrology. I will name the house position. I will tell you what that is astrologically, and then I will tell you the meaning of the cards within that position. Please remember this is a general reading, so that not every aspect of every house is going to apply to you, but I will just name them all. And certain things will resonate with some people and not with others. So take what resonates and just leave the rest. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you choose, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these videos. There are links in the description below to my services and also to my social media. Subscribers will notice that I have a morning coffee with Breege, and that's my name, Breege, that you will see every morning on Instagram from 6:30 to 7 a.m. roughly Eastern Standard Time. So you can catch me there. If you don't, if you're not on Instagram, or if you're not up that early, there is going to be a recording not only on Instagram for as long as they archive it, and then I will also have that on YouTube. So subscribers to this channel will also see those every morning, where I will go over a different topic connected to my coaching practice, whether they be questions or just methods or just topics. And then also I will do another daily reading there as well. So, yeah, oops, sorry, I don't want to move the camera here. So with that, let's begin your reading. I do use Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche deck. That is my main deck that I use, and I will clarify these with a tarot deck, tarot reading. And the tarot deck I'm using this week is just the standard Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Our extra oracle that we're going to be using is the Moonology deck today. So with that, let's begin at the beginning. So the first house of the chart is Aries and Aries energy. So Aries has to do with your personality, how you present yourself to the world, your identity, how you're seeing yourself right now. And interestingly, we've got the twins with the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords indicates there is something that is just, you are just done with, Pisces. This is an ending. Sometimes this comes up when we feel like we've been betrayed in some way. But really, I often feel like the Ten of Swords is more that feeling of relief when we know that something that's been stressing us is finally done, like we're just done. So now it's quite possible we have this with the twins. So the twins sometimes is a dual aspected personality. This can come up, I mean, you could in the negative sense call it being quote unquote two-faced, but I don't really think of it this way. I think of this as being more like you show one side of yourself to some people, and another side of yourself to other people. Maybe this has to do with, it could have to do with trust issues. Like maybe there's some people you trust and some people you don't, but you have to deal with a lot of different people. It can also mean that there's maybe you show a certain face to people, but maybe secretly you're feeling put upon, or you're feeling resentful. That can happen sometimes when we feel we're in a position where we have to continually give to others. But really it may be something where we feel like we're being burdened by others and maybe not getting as much in return. So sometimes that can happen as well, in which case we feel that we are, we might put a nice face on to people, but privately we might be like, oh, God, So I don't know. There's a lot of possible reasons for the twins here, but it usually comes up when for some reason there's parts of us we show to some people and not to others. But I don't know, that may be coming to an end. Or there just may be something, I feel like there's just some burden that you're carrying, or something that you've been doing, or that's been part of your personality, or part of what people expect from you, that may be coming to an end now, like you may be finished with something. So let's see what's going on in the rest of the reading and see maybe why that is. Second house is Taurus energy, so this has to do with your finances. We have the King of Swords with Hathor. Okay, so we've got really two kind of people. There's a female energy and a male energy, although strictly speaking, with tarot, whether it be king, queen, or whatever, there does not necessarily have to be a male or female gender on these. This could be a woman or a man, to be honest. The King of Swords is an energy that is sometimes it's a critical energy. So this could be somebody, this could be you, like getting a hold of your finances, taking a really cold clinical look at maybe spending. It might be you, it might be somebody else. Maybe if you're doing tax stuff, maybe you have an auditor. I don't know. But there's definitely the idea of somebody who's either an authority or just somebody who's bringing a lot of clarity and practicality, again, taking emotion out of the situation and looking at finances for some reason. Now with Hathor here, this could be a female energy. This could be work that you're doing that's maybe connected to what's traditionally been considered something feminine. So anything from like sewing, cooking, baking, things that have to do with beauty, aesthetic things. So like hairdressing, an esthetician, somebody who does nails, things like that. Those are all possible things here as well, but it does not have to be the case. Hathor also has a very strong Empress vibe. So really with the King of Swords, this may be more just about you getting your finances in order. So this, because there's a strong organizational element to Hathor, but it's also, like I said, it's like the Empress. So therefore there may be the planting the seeds of new abundance. But I have a feeling you're taking a hard look at your money and maybe evaluating certain things right now. And like I said, this could represent a career. Like as a career, this would represent somebody who's maybe an intellectual field, like a professor, a teacher, a speaker, a writer, or something like that. But it does not have to be any of those things, just so you know. But that might apply for certain people. In any case, there's definitely a sense of trying to get things in order and maybe planting new seeds financially. Third house is Gemini energy. This is about communications, messages, short distance travel. If you're in your own business, this is the house of self-effort. And it can also be about sibling relationships, brother-sister relationships. So here's probably a very good example of talking about like something in a house position that may or may not apply to you. Because if you don't have any brothers or sisters, then obviously that doesn't apply to you. So yeah, take this as it resonates here. But we do have a Queen of Cups with Lotus. So I don't know, Queen of Cups. Now, if we are talking about a family situation, this could be a sister or mother energy. Queen of Cups could also just be, though, somebody who's very receptive, very kind, very generous and compassionate. Somebody potentially who's a water sign. So this is the Cups suit is usually Cancer, Scorpio, or yourself, or Pisces. Could be another Pisces, but there's definitely this strong, there's just kind of this strong feminine energy here. And we have it with the Lotus. So the Lotus is about peace of mind, about calming the mind. So I don't know, this feels to me like there may be a message coming in that may be potentially easing your mind about something. Alternately, it could just be saying that maybe recent news or recent things that have been happening maybe have gotten you worried about something. And it may be talking about, this is an element of peaceful continuity. Queen of Cups sometimes comes up when there's love involved as well. So I don't know if this is a love message from you or for you. Possibly for you, usually in this kind of a context. So take these as that resonates, but I do feel like, this is a very soothing vibe here between Lotus and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like there could be new messages or new communications that can calm a situation down. Maybe you're dealing with somebody or talking with somebody who's very empathetic. Could be even a therapist type, but somebody who's just very, very empathetic and very kind. But overall, if this is not applying to those kinds of messages, if it's applying, say, to business or to a family relationship, then definitely, okay, first of all, there's the idea of peaceful continuity. So if there's a worry that something is going to go away or be lost, this is talking about something kind of going along. Now, of course, if you want change, then sometimes you're like, well, I don't want continuity, I want change. But there's definitely an element of sort of calming down, like a very, a healing energy, a grounding and centering energy, and also this idea of there's either love or receptivity that's connected with this card. So the advice here might just be to ground, center yourself, and listen to your inner voice with regard to maybe recent things that are either going on with your business, like I said, with a sibling relationship, or perhaps this is just has to do with some kind of communications you've received recently. Now, your fourth house is Cancer energy. Cancer has to do with your house, your home, your like I said, your physical home, or your sense of being at home, your sense of security. This can also have to do with what was the other thing? With family, with ancestry, and particularly with the mother. And wow, we've got the Ten of Cups with Nephthys. So Ten of Cups, this is a very positive energy. This certainly when it comes to family, this is an idea of family togetherness, of sharing, of community. If it's not about your actual family, this could just be that this is something connected to your home or a home situation. But we have this with Nephthys here. So again, for some of you, okay, just from what I'm seeing in this house and one of the meanings of this card, this could be sister energy for some people. If you have a sister, or maybe it's somebody's sister, I don't know, but there's sister energy here. And it could well be that there is that somebody's sister is going to come in and maybe be able to help or be supportive of something, or maybe resolve a problem. I mean, 10 of Cups is one of the wish cards, but it tends to be about doing something in a family or in a community, or doing something together. So I don't know if there's been an issue with a sibling. If it's a sister, then maybe there's going to be a resolution of that, or a calming of something. That's possible here. The other meaning of Nephthys, and the more common one, is that this has to do with something that is maybe not clear right now, or that has not happened yet. Okay, so I feel like there may be something, I don't know, if it's not family, it could be like you're buying or selling a home. Maybe it's like, okay, I'm going to get my dream home, but maybe it hasn't come through yet. All of these things are possible, so take it as it resonates for you. But definitely there's a sense of togetherness, community, of happiness in a group setting, whether this is your actual family or just other people who are with you that are like family in your home setting. But yeah, there's either sister energy here, or the feeling that, or the sense that, or something that is, is coming but isn't quite here yet. Okay, let's look at the 5th house here. 5th house is Leo energy. So this is creativity, children, love affairs, recreation and sport, things like that, and recognition. Leo is about being seen. It's sun energy. Yeah, we have the Fool with Ta. So Ta indicates mastery of a craft. So whatever that craft is, sometimes Ta literally has to do with doing things with your hands, like woodworking or metalworking or something, like building stuff. This could literally have to do with that. Or it could be some other kind of craft or some kind of crafty thing. But if you say, well, no, I don't do any crafts, that's not me, then this would definitely indicate sort of hard work or persistence. This is Saturn energy, Capricorn. There's this idea of working slowly and steadily at something to build something. So if this has to do with, if we're talking about love affairs, this is also the finer qualities of masculinity. So this could be a man in the equation who is, if we're talking about somebody who would be wanting to get into a relationship with a man, this could be a man with very, very good qualities, all the better qualities of masculinity, not the toxic ones. And so, or there could just be somebody who is Capricorn or earthy, or just very solid, steady working person, maybe who is a love interest. And if not, like I said, this could just be something you're working very steadily at. But we have it with the Fool. This is Aries energy, but the Fool is definitely about taking risks. Okay, so there could be, I don't know, maybe there's going to be a relationship situation where somebody takes a risk and just tries to, maybe something's been building slowly and steadily. Maybe somebody's now finally going to go, okay, let's take this to the next level. That's a possibility. But overall, the Fool could also mean just a situation where you need to be willing to take risks, to deal in trust. There's something here. Yeah, there's definitely, like I said, this very grounded energy here. But I feel like there's something that you're ready to take a risk on, whether it be a love relationship, maybe it's something connected to a child, that is entirely possible, or maybe it has to do with or it could have to do with a creative project that you're working on. So take that as it resonates for you. 6th house, Virgo energy. This is about health, healing, potentially worries and anxieties are a part of this house. Any jobs you're working, like a 9-to-5 type job, something you get paid for. Sometimes with people's pets fall into this too. Okay, we have 4 of Pentacles with Earth. So I think there's some concerns here and worries about money. You may be staying in a job or a job situation because you feel like you have to hang on to what you've got. And typically when this shows up, the fact that there's a lot of this dissection of your finances over here, you may be in a situation, who knows, maybe you've had some kind of a crisis connected to money, and now you're feeling like, no, I have to hang on to every penny here. I need to get stability. I need to not take any risks, not financially anyway. So maybe you are staying with the job, or maybe you're working extra jobs or doing something to try to build your nest egg and to try to hang on to something that you have here. Of course, if there's been an insecurity, this may be saying, okay, I'm trying to attain security in this thing. One thing about the Four of Pentacles, though, is that it often indicates that sometimes there's a point at which we need to take a risk. And sometimes maybe money is not always the issue that we think it is. Sometimes we feel like we must stay in a situation or we will have no money. And I think this is saying, well, no, I mean, that's not true. Sometimes you do have to give up something to get more. So yeah, take that as it resonates, but there definitely seems to be some concerns about maintaining financial stability. So this could be staying in a job that maybe you're not crazy about, or it could mean that there's just been some general worries around this. And by the way, if you're talking about it as a health thing, I feel like this would just be about, I mean, Earth to me is just about, good nutrition, and again, being grounded, being stable, trying to achieve stability, maybe from a mental perspective, feeling like, okay, not wanting to feel like everything is so crazy and up in the air. Okay, so let's look at the 7th house. 7th house is the Libra energy. So this is about marriages. It's about partnerships that are of a legal nature. So business partnerships, contracts, things like that fall into the 7th house. Also, if you have met somebody and you're saying, what are my chances of a long-term commitment with that person? That would also be addressed by this house. Okay, now we have Anubis with the Page of Swords. So if you're in a relationship right now, if you're in an unlegalized relationship that you want to make legal in some fashion, or if you are in a marriage situation or partnership situation, this can indicate somebody coming in who's either trying to sabotage something, who's like a gossip, something that's maybe being said or done behind your back. Okay, when the Page of Swords comes up, there's this sense of somebody being sneaky in some way. However, you have Anubis here. So Anubis is about protection. So let's just say if someone's trying to sabotage a relationship of yours, this seems to indicate you're going to be protected, that the truth's going to come out, that you're going to be able to see what's going on and be able to fix the situation in a way that is diplomatic. Okay, so in other words, if there's a sense of, I mean, really together, the other possibility here, if you don't feel like something like this is going on, is that you may be dealing with a situation with a partner where you don't feel like you can be direct. Like you have to kind of be diplomatic or not say something in a very direct way. You may have to try to find another way to get around that. So take that as that resonates there. Okay, 8th house, Scorpio energy. This has to do with endings and beginnings. It can have to do with joint finances. Now we have the Empress with water. So, okay, Empress is, again, like, it's interesting because you've got the Empress and you've got Hathor. Remember I said these were too similar? These are in the opposite houses. This is your own money. This is other people's money. So, and sometimes this is a mother influence, literally. So if that makes sense for you, you can take that. But the Empress, again, it's this idea of planting seeds, of creating abundance. This is a very creative period of time. And we have it with water. So water is about movement and change. So I think if you've had a situation where you feel like you've been stagnating, I feel like life is pushing you towards movement here, okay? Movement and change. And it's movement in the direction of creativity and growth. This is, again, Taurus energy. So I do feel like you building up your stability. Maybe that it would kind of make sense that maybe if there has been a situation, like maybe you're staying in a job right now, maybe you're trying to build your finances, maybe you're thinking about buying a house, maybe that's the wish here. That's a possibility for some people. It doesn't have to be the situation, but I feel like there's this strong push to, you're waiting for something to happen, like in terms of creating this kind of stability and creating this kind of abundance. And this assures you that regardless of how things seem in the environment, things are moving. Water can sometimes also show up in the 8th house when you are receiving strong intuitions or psychic kind of messages, your inner voice trying to tell you something. So maybe something you want to pay attention to. Yeah, and I'm looking at your 12th house and it's a very similar thing. So we'll talk about that when we get there. Okay, 9th house, Sagittarius energy. This is Jupiter energy, expansion, higher education, educational institutions. It can have to do with spirituality and faith and those kinds of organizations, religious organizations, whether they're traditional ones or non-traditional ones. And it can also have to do with long distance travel. So this is about expanding your horizons. Okay, we've got Three of Swords with the Buckle of Isis. So now if this is about something there could be somebody, we could be referring to someone at a distance from you. Maybe someone, we see this betrayal here. So maybe somebody here has a broken heart. Or maybe you're just simply feeling sorrow from being separated from somebody. Both things are possible here. So you could be missing someone. But the fact that I'm seeing elements of betrayal and so forth, yeah, I don't know. You could have had somebody who was meddling, maybe has caused a breakup with somebody. That's entirely possible. Or this could be separation from an institution. You could be having a crisis of faith and leaving your church. You could be having there could be an issue at school and maybe you've dropped out. I mean, there's a number of possibilities here, but there definitely seems to be this sense of loss. But we have this Buckle of Isis card. So the sense seems to be that whatever's lost, whatever's been sacrificed here, and maybe this is a decision you made. Since I'm seeing this as a sacrifice, maybe you're the one who decided to end things. This is a sacrifice that will eventually be rewarded. So whatever difficulty it's causing now, it will ultimately lead to a good result. So I feel like it's saying kind of hang in there with this. This is something that is going to heal and is going to put you in a better place. Okay. 10th house, Capricorn energy. Capricorn is career, fame, reputation. Can have to do with the father sometimes. Okay, so we have the star with the crook and flail. And so, okay, so as far as career goes, this is great news. This is about recognition. This could be a promotion, okay? With crook and flail, star indicates like a lot of possibilities, a lot of hope. And it's interesting because you have the star across from the 10 of cups. Now, again, so in fact, this is the mother-father house. Maybe for some of you, this does relate to family. Maybe if you have a father who is in a position of authority for something, maybe they're going to give you, be able to give you some kind of a job or position that is going to put you in a really good place. And but nonetheless, I just feel like there's a promotion here. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of hope. So when I weigh that against what's going on over here, I do feel like, I don't know, maybe there's a job you're hanging on to right now, but maybe there's going to be an opportunity for you to either be promoted or to become very visible or to become an authority. Like there seems to be a chance to really do something that you want here. So if this is something that's holding you back, if you're feeling like, oh, but I must hang on to this one thing because maybe it's more of a sure thing, maybe you don't think this is as much of a sure thing, maybe you feel you're vulnerable with the star, I feel like this is saying go for the new thing. That I feel like that's what it's saying. That obviously there's going to be this evaluation of finances over here, but I feel like whatever this is going to be a step up for you. Okay, 11th house is Aquarius energy. Aquarius is about your friendships. It's about your social networks, business networks, your hopes and wishes, and also your destiny and fulfillment of your destiny. Okay, so we have Sirius with the 5 of Cups. Now, the 5 of Cups, as you see, this is a person focusing on their losses over here, over the spilled cups. Behind them, 2 cups remain, and also a bridge over to a new place. So I feel like right now, maybe what's holding you back from manifesting what you want is maybe you are looking at what's been lost. I feel like you're mourning something here. It seems very clear. It's either a relationship or something to do with a job. But there's something where maybe you feel, while there may be relief, there also may have been a sense of either betrayal or hurt or shock or something. And maybe it was somebody who was a friend or an associate. I mean, it could also be, somebody who's a lover or something, although, yeah, it's hard to say exactly, because I feel like this almost feels like an energy more of somebody like who you work with or a working partner, but it could be a love partner. But we have Sirius here. Again, there's this energy of taking the rough with the smooth, of being able to, like we have Anubis over here. There's this energy of thinking outside the box, thinking differently. For some people, this could be, I don't know, this could be a loss of a job or maybe a loss of something where maybe you feel like you failed. Maybe you feel like this loss is going to be something that's going to create substantial issues. But this is saying let go of that, because you still have 2 cups standing and you want to think outside the box. Look at the situation differently, because I feel like whatever this loss is, it's going to prove to be some kind of an opportunity for you. Okay, so you know, what initially looks bad may actually be a kind of rerouting opportunity. 12th house here, this is your own house, Pisces energy, so this is going to be what's going on in the imaginative part of your mind, in terms of your intuition. Like I said, your imagination, your dreams, but also this may have to do with what you're afraid of, what you're in doubt of, basically what you're not showing to other people. And we have the moon with Urias. So that's why I said before, this is very, very strongly psychic energy, okay? You know, Urias in either of these houses indicates kind of like almost a secret knowing of something, okay? Or maybe there's a fear here of something unexpected coming in. Maybe there's a fear of this. Maybe there's a fear of what's being said. What don't I know, you know? There seems to be something that's hidden that is... or you feel that something is secret, and maybe it's making you a little bit uneasy or distrustful. And the moon seems to indicate a situation that is not clear. But again, the moon is very strongly intuitive. So I feel like you're getting very strong messages from your intuition. So pay attention to those, because I think they're going to end up, wherever your clarity is going to come from, it's going to come out of this space. It's not going to come necessarily, I mean, I know we want this kind of nice clear-cut King of Swords, you know, give it to me straight. I want to see it straight on. There's a lot of indirectness here. So yeah, I do feel like you are going to, I think intuitively, you will know the truth of the situation more through what your gut is telling you than maybe what's in front of your face. And actually that's kind of confirmed here, because we do have Horus here. So Horus does indicate you maybe healing from something. This does indicate support, friendship. It indicates you being a popular person, someone who's liked. There's like a heroic quality to this. So this is like pulling through a difficult situation and then going, wow, how did I manage to do that? But we have it with the Seven of Swords. So again, there's this air of sabotage. We have a couple of these cards that, we've got Urias here, which I don't really consider this a card of sabotage, but just something that comes unexpectedly. We have the Page of Swords and we have the Seven of Swords. And there's similar energy here. There's a sense that there's something you don't know, that somebody's not telling you, and you know this. Intuitively, you know this. And maybe this is where there's just some hurt. Maybe this is a situation you want to come to an end. You're like, look, I just want to know. And again, I don't know if this is around money, because this seems to be somebody who wants to like cut the crap and like get down to what it is. And maybe there has been some ending of friendships or some kind of connections or situations that, as a result of this. But overall, I feel like it's saying to trust your intuition. It does seem like there's going to be new opportunities. Certainly career-wise, things look good. And even here, I mean, it just feels like there's all this feminine energy that's coming in to provide healing for you. And yeah, even in the Cancer house, which is the 4th house, there may be a withdrawal and a timeout. I don't know. For you, maybe help is going to either be coming through the family or just through people who are close and supportive. This may be a time where you are maybe letting go of relationships or people or situations that maybe have done you dirty a little bit, or who you feel have not been upfront with you. But it is definitely saying focus on those who are there for you. Okay, so let's do a Moonology spread. Oops. All right. You got 3 cards. Wow. Okay. So, all right. Let's start with New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key. So yeah, the fact that there's all of this nebulous, all these nebulous cards that say somebody's not being above board or something about something, or somebody's not really telling you the whole truth of the whole situation. Communication is key. So somehow there has to be an opening up. There has to be a conversation that's going on here. And with the Queen of Cups and the Empress and things like that here, I feel like it needs to be like a compassionate conversation. One where, rather than assuming that somebody's trying to do you dirty right off the bat, which maybe you may be feeling very hurt by something, and you may be saying, but there needs to be sort of an open communication of feelings. Now we do have the Full Moon Eclipse card, which says conclusions are within reach. So yeah, something's coming to an end. And actually, the first line in the booklet on this for this card is, just like that, a door slams shut. So sometimes this, I mean, okay, the fact that it's the full moon eclipse card could mean that this is an effect of the recent eclipses that happened in April. You know, maybe this is a truth that's being revealed about a person or situation, but it may be closing a door for you. But I feel like as one door is closing, another one's opening. This may connect to work, because I feel like maybe you're trying to hang on to something right now that you shouldn't, just because of money, but that you have some new opportunities, and opportunities not only to heal, but also to really shine and to do better financially even than you did before, to really build something that, you know, worthwhile for yourself. And then we have the new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. So yeah, that's interesting. I feel like it's saying, get clear on what's going on here. You know, have the conversations, get clear on what's going on. You know, certain things are going to be ending, but now is the time for you to kind of clear that energy out and then act on the new beginning. That's what we're seeing here. So I hope this reading was helpful for you, Pisces. You feel free to leave me a comment if you feel that this was helpful. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already, to continue to find out when these videos are coming out. Usually each sign is like every couple of weeks. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.